Well, how about this for a view? There is a fire. There is a fire over there. This is early in the morning, and I just thought I would take a kind of long detour to work. And I'm lucky that if I go slightly out of my way, I can actually get onto the beach here and walk along the beach to work. It adds a bit of a distance, but it's good exercise, and it's a really great thing to do, especially sort of first thing in the morning. And it's a beautiful day. It's windy. I think we're probably going to get some rain today, but the skies are looking a bit ominous, so it definitely looks like we're going to have some rain. But it's just such a great thing to be out and walking, and it's very quiet at this time of the morning. And I've just walked through the old town, and it's a bit like if you've ever lived in a city and got up early in the mornings, you can see people getting up and sort of starting the day and opening shops, and the bin men out and about, and all of that kind of very early morning activity before the actual business is open. It's quite interesting. It's a completely different sort of viewpoint that you get of the town and activity and people and what's going on. And I've got to do a day stuck basically at a computer today, which is necessary, but is just completely the opposite of what I'd like to be doing, which is being out and about. So I thought, well, just do it, just instead of turning left out of my front door as I normally do, and I would have been at work within probably 10 minutes or so, I thought I'll turn right and I'll see what happens. And I've ended up coming through the town and coming onto the beach, so it's a nice thing to do, and really just fantastic, as I say, at this time of the morning. And the North Sea, that is the North Sea in front of us, is very calm at the moment, very placid. I'm always wary of the fact that it can vary so much. We've got quite a few ships on the horizon today, and it's just a good thing, I think, to come out, to be out, and to just have a think about things. And I think exercise is so important. I think it does change how you feel physically and mentally as well. It's such a good thing to do if you can do this, and it is probably one of the best cures, the best medicines, if you like, of all in life. I think is just being out in the elements, with nature, amongst nature. I've talked about this often, and I do talk about it often. I think about it often, I guess, as well. And perhaps it's because I work with a lot of people that I meet who have mental health issues, and a lot of people with anxiety and stress and depression and health-related issues in their lives. And sometimes getting people out outside doing things, it shifts the focus, it shifts the things and the thoughts that they have in their mind. It allows them to kind of step off the loop that's sometimes in their head, and just to kind of be in the moment and in the now, and sort of present in the world. And I think if you can sort of instigate that shift and that change and that sort of change in sort of consciousness and thought, then you can create a change in how that person feels and how they cope and how they deal with their issues. and I've seen it where it's really made a difference. And people who sort of face kind of mental health issues, the first thing they tend to do is to kind of hide away and retreat and shut themselves off from everybody and everything. And sometimes you need to challenge that behaviour and that way of thinking and get them to break that circle as well of thinking and action, and then other things become possible. So I'm out having a walk. Gives me time to think about things before the start of the day. I've just marooned myself here, so I've got to climb over the rocks so I don't fall in the rock pool. This could be fun. If you hear a big splash, you'll know that I failed. So it's a windy day. It's definitely going to rain today, but who cares? It's just fantastic to be out and to be on the beach. I've sort of come to realise how much I really enjoy being by the sea, and I find it very hard to imagine not being here, because I would miss it, and I would miss the wildlife and the birds and the boats and everything else. And I've sort of made a decision that I'm going to crack open all my fishing gear and give it a good clean off and go and do some fishing as well, which has been difficult up to now because of all the issues I've had with my back and my arm and my shoulder. But I'm going to have a go because I really enjoy it, and it's a great thing to do, and another way to get outdoors. And if you go out very early in the morning, you can see the sun come up, and or in the evening you can see the sun go down and the stars come out if you do sort of night fishing. So anyway, a bit of a ramble. Literally, I'm on the rock pool again. I've just kind of marooned myself. I'm trying not to do that too much. I've got the gear on for it though. That's one thing. I've got a good pair of boots on. So with this beautiful view and beautiful morning, and there's all the seagulls flying there, I'll leave you all in peace, and I'll talk soon.